is very cold, do you feel comfortable?
Yes.
Yeah. What about when it is hot?
Uh, Repeat, please.
When the weather is hot, how do you feel?
Uh, uh,
Yes.
uh,
How do you feel? Happy?
uh, no.
So
When
how do you feel?
angry,
Huh?
I feel. I. 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 When the weather be hot, I feel angry.
Angry. You feel angry.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. So today is lesson. It's our first lesson with you concerning to prepare yourself for the exam that you are going to take. So today we are going to work on how to present yourself in English properly and in a right way. Okay. So in your opinion, when you want to present yourself in an interview,
Yes.
what are the things that you will talk about?
Uh, you should check about yourself, your
Mm-hmm.
age, your talented, uh, your city,
Yeah.
and maybe
Yes.
your family and
Yeah, you can talk about your family. Mm-hmm.
yes. So that's it. I know.
Yeah. Very good. You have just said you talk about your name. Okay. I
Yes.
am your name, your age, your hobbies. You can talk about your hobbies. You should talk about your diploma. Okay.
Yes.
What are the
Yes.
diploma that you have got up to now? You should talk
Mm.
about this. Very very important because this is an exam. This is an interview for the entrance of that school. Okay.
Mm.
You want to be a teacher of English, and you should talk about some diploma related to that field of teaching. Okay. And
Yes.
also you talk about the training you have just or you have taken so far. The training, you know what do you mean by training?
No.
training يعني الفورماسيون يعني تكوينات. Okay.
Yes.
As you, for example, you are okay, which sport do you play?
Karate.
Karate, for example. Karate, do you have a diploma, some diploma in karate?
Yes, I have 39.
You have 30?
39.
30?
9.
39 diploma.
Yes.
That's great. So which color can you have got in karate?
Uh, Repeat, please. I don't hear you.
So have you, which level are you, have you got the black? I think it's depends on if you got a black color in karate means you are the top.
Yes. I got the black.
Yes,
I got black.
you have black.
Yes.
That's great. So you can be a coach, or you can coach people on karate.
Maybe, but when
When?
when I pass the exam to be a coach of karate,
Yeah,
I should pass the exam.
you should pass the exam to be a coach.
Yes.
Do you want to be a coach
Maybe.
in the future?
Maybe. What?
Yeah, that's great.
yes.
Okay. Now I want you to tell me, so people, in your opinion, what are the questions that can ask you at the interview if they want you to present yourself, to talk about yourself? What kind of questions that can be asked or that they can ask you, that can use to ask you?
Mm, what?
What kind of questions or type of questions
Uh,
that the interviewer, the interviewer is the person who will interview, who will ask you questions at the interview. And in the interview we have two kind of people. We have the interviewer and we have the interviewee. The interviewee, okay, the interviewee is the person who will take this interview. It's you, okay.
yes.
But the teachers that will ask you questions at the interview in English, we call them the interviewer, the person who interview others, okay.
Yes.
So in your opinion, do you have any question in mind that people ask you in order to ask you to present yourself, to introduce yourself?
Uh,
Hmm?
I
Yes?
don't. Uh, I don't have any.
You don't have any question?
No, don't have any idea.
So, if I am the interviewer, I am the interviewer and you are the interviewee.
Yes.
If I want to ask you to present yourself in English, I will ask you the question. Question number one, I can ask you this question. Can you or could you tell me about yourself? Could you tell me about yourself? When you hear this question at the interview, means present yourself. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Or can you or could you introduce yourself in English? Or can you talk a little bit in 2 minutes about yourself? Who are you?
Yes.
Where do you live?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. I understand now.
Now you understand? So
Yes.
can you tell me about yourself?
Okay. I will start to speak about myself. I am Jian Hargi. I was born in 2005, exactly in July 29. Uh, I live in small city. It names is Bomandadis, and I got my baccalaureate certificate with quite good in Bomandad's high school. At on in 2000 no no in 2023.
Yes. 2022 or 2022? Mm-hmm.
23. So that's
Yes. That's it?
yes.
Do you have any hobbies?
Yes, I have. I really. Oh, my hobbies is karate. I, I am a trainer to. No,
You are?
my hobbies is karate. I I got 12 medals and t- 39 diploma in this.
So why you didn't talk about your hobby when you are introducing yourself? You should talk about this. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Why you haven't talked about, or you haven't been talking about the hobbies, your hobbies? Because I ask you to talk about yourself. You talk about your hobbies. You can talk about your family. You can talk about your trainings. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So why you didn't do so?
Why you didn't what?
Why you haven't talked about the hobby, your hobby?
Uh, Maybe
Huh?
because I see in some teachers said then the question what are your interested or hobbies, it's a question it's a
Yeah.
difference it's a difference it's a difference question.
So you will not talk about the hobbies until they ask you to talk about.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you can talk about that you have taken some training in karate, for example.
About what?
You can say you can include this karate in the training that you have taken, because you have taken a lot of training in karate. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, as you have just said, when you want to introduce yourself, you talk about your name, your age, your diploma. You have to that you have baccalaureate certificate, and you will talk about, for example, your favorite subject. You can say my favorite is English,
Yes.
and that's why I want to become a teacher. But when you said to them this, they will ask you why it is your favorite subject.
My
يعني why why is English your favorite subject?
uh, I don't understand what.
So in the interview you will say say to them, or you will tell them that your favorite subject is English,
Yes.
and teachers will ask you why it is your favorite subject.
My favorite subject is English.
Why?
Uh, because in high school I got usually I got the higher grades than the rest of my colleges.
So you had the first mark, always the highest grades in English.
Yes.
What makes that? What makes you get a high mark in English?
Uh, because I see English is the important language which we must learn it. Yeah.
Hmm. Why it is a language that we must learn?
Because it is a universal language and language of technology.
Yes, very good. So I ask you this question because I want you to talk in English, okay? Because this is a chance for you to talk English, okay?
Yes. Yes.
to train yourself to talk English. Okay. So another question. Okay.
Yes.
So you have just said that why it is English your favorite subject, because you got have the highest grade, and and English is the language of science and technology, and it is an international language.
Yes.
Uh, okay. What do you know about the field of teaching?
Uh, uh, can you repeat?
What do you know about the field of teaching?
I don't know about. I don't understand
You know
what
what is field? Teaching is
no
a field.
no.
Commerce is a field. Trading is a field. يعني الميدان. ميدان يعني شنو كتعرفي على ميدان ديال التدريس والتعليم؟ What do you know?
Uh, uh, I don't have any idea about this because uh, I didn't.
You didn't what? You didn't prepare.
Yes.
Okay, so this question, they can ask you this question. They will say to you, what do you know about this field of teaching? I say, يعني شنو كتعرفي على الميدان ديال التعليم والتدريس؟ شو عندك شي فكرة؟ Of course you should have this idea. What do you know?
Yes.
As you want, because you want to be a teacher, inshallah, in the future. So you should have many ideas about this field of teaching. So you can say to them, I know that a teacher, for example, is a model. I know that it is not a difficult, it is not an impossible thing to be a teacher, but it's also, and it's not an easy. Okay. I know that a teacher has to be a model, has to be to master. If you want to be a teacher, you have to master English, and you should also master the way of teaching English.
Yes.
Okay. The
Yes.
techniques, you should master the techniques and the strategies and that we use to teach English. I know that in teaching English we have 4 skills. We have speaking, reading, writing, and listening, and we teach each skill. We teach it differently. Okay.
Yes.
I know that, for example, what else? I know, that's it. That's all I know, for example, about the field of teaching. They will ask you, for example, do you have any information how about how to teach English? Do you have any information how to teach English? How you can teach English? Or how do we teach English to students?
Um, you should made. You should make. I think.
You should.
Wait. Just. You should make the student loves this language and
Very good.
uh, for example give give them uh, give them opportunities to do some presentation.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so
Yes. Why you will give them the chance to do this presentation in class?
what?
Why do you want to give them to give presentations?
To learn how to speak no quickly. No.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
What else?
to participate inside in class with the other students, to share their ideas,
Mm-hmm.
for example.
Yes. So when you give them the chance to speak in to make a presentation, you train them how to, they will learn how to make a presentation first. Okay.
Yes.
The second thing, do you train them how to depend on themselves to make presentations. Okay.
Yes.
And also when they make presentation, they will learn lots of things. They will improve their speaking skill, because they will speak in front of the class. Okay. They will learn how to speak in front of the class. They will learn how not to be shy. Okay, because some
Yes.
students, they will feel shy to speak in front of the class, but when you give them this opportunity, be sure that they will have confidence, and with time they will find this very very much more easier, okay, than before.
Yes.
Okay, that's thing for so in this session we have talked about how to present yourself,
Yes.
and what do you know about the field of teaching, and how to teach English. Okay,
Yes.
so this is it's just an introductory session, because it's the first session.
Yes.
Next session, inshallah, I think tomorrow, yeah.
No. It's Friday, maybe.
Huh?
Saturday.
Saturday and Sunday.
So maybe Saturday.
Saturday. So
Yes.
on Saturday we will give you again the chance to talk about yourself. I will ask you the question that you can, and I want you to prepare well for this. For this. To prepare well how to present yourself. I can ask you this question. Tell me about yourself. Can you introduce yourself? Talk a little bit about yourself. Okay.
Yes.
Try to prepare well for this session, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah.
What is your opinion about this session of today?
It's very good
Mm-hmm.
because I learn some information which I don't had an idea about it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and maybe
Yes.
I I learn and now I know some question and type of question uh, which we I don't know.
Which what?
Which maybe which where or
Which can be asked
yes, in interview.
at the interview, yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Inshallah, Saturday at the same time, okay? So
Yeah,
just
inshallah.
prepare yourself.
Yes.
Do you have any other question?